What is up, guys? It's Poxburn here with another video, and I'm going to be telling you about the first time me, my mum and my dad saved someone's life. But before we get into the video, I want to tell you the gameplay is not mine. The person whose gameplay is in the description. The link to the channel is in the description. And I do have Black Ops 3 now, but I just haven't set up my HD PVR. So hopefully I'll get some more Black Ops 3 gameplay coming out to you soon. If not, I'll either play some other games or use someone else's gameplay and you give them credit. So let's get into the story. First of all, I was about 7 years old, and me and my dad was walking my dog, and I think we took her to the park. It was, and then on the way back, there was this man, and my dad knew him. He knew him because he lived in the neighborhood. And basically, what happened was the guy was just laying in the bushes, and he saw his legs. Basically, my dad did, and then my dad is a first aider, so he knows what to do really. And I didn't really know what to do, so I was freaking out. And then, because I thought he was dead or something like that. And then my dad was trying to wake him up. Then I think he put him in a recovery position or something like that. And then he was saying his name, being like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" And then eventually going to speak, and he was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then he was like, "I'm diabetic." And if you guys don't know, diabetic people, when their blood sugar goes too low, they can pass out. And when it gets too high, they can pass out as well. And his blood sugar was way too low. I think it was really low because it knocked him out. So I had to run back to the house, and my dad stayed with him, and I had to get my mum. So my mum would come out with some Lucozade, which brings the blood sugar back up, and his was down low. And basically, my dad was like to her, "No, you can't do that, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do that, you need to just ring the ambulance." But we already rung the ambulance, and because he's first aider, they tell you never to give patients drinks or food and wait for the ambulance to. So my mum was like, "No, he needs it," and she gave him the Lucozade, and the ambulance was coming, and he was fully gone, so it was hard to. I'm not even sure how she made him drink it, but I know she got him to drink some, and then the paramedics come, and from here I got told the rest by my dad because my mum took me back to the house. So what happened was, I think they put some type of drip in his hand and put glucose into him or something like that, and brought him back brought him back to conscious. And then they were speaking to my dad afterwards, and they was basically he could have died, and it was a good thing that you actually gave him the Lucozade even though they told him not to, because otherwise he might have died. And yeah, I guess it's quite a cool story since I know I was quite young, but it was still pretty cool since me and my mum and dad basically saved someone's life, even though I didn't really do much at all, but it's pretty cool. And then afterwards, I know I was still thinking "Is he alright? Is he alright?" And I kept asking my dad. So my dad took me back to the ambulance. We knocked on the door. We wasn't allowed in or anything. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm alright. I'm diabetic." And then basically what they was doing is trying to get him to read something from a newspaper or something like that to see if he was alright. But he couldn't actually read. I'm not even joking about this. Apparently he couldn't read. So I don't know what happened about there, but this is really the end of the story. I guess yeah, I guess it's a pretty cool story. So if you guys did enjoy it, leave a like. If you want to see more, comment. Not comment, subscribe. So like, comment, subscribe. Next video will be out in a couple of days. I hope you enjoyed my first story. See you guys later. Peace.